that the Lord led me to maybe like a week earlier in the week. And I really have allowed this to marinate on because it hit home so hard. But whenever you can, take time and do your devotion in Numbers 22 and Numbers chapter 23. It's the story of Balaam and the donkey. Now, as much as it's a serious story, it's a little funny. It's a little funny, you know, as well. But basically, Balaam was viewed at that time as a prophet. You know, somebody that could tap into the spirit and really hear from Jehovah himself. And so the way Balaam basically comes into this story, the children of Israel, as they were on their exile out of Egypt, of course, everywhere that they kind of trod into or were in pursuit of land on their journey, you know, they overtook land because I mean they were a massive nation, and so they were basically like on the banks of the Jordan, but Zipporah and Moses, Zipporah basically had a son who had become the king of Moab, and his name was Balak, B-A-L-A-K. And so Balak, you know, he saw how great of a multitude these people were, and he had heard of the reputation of the God that basically had been bringing them and helping them conquer so much. So in his mind, he began to fear of what they was gonna do to Moab. You know, man, I can't let my kingdom go down. You know, pride began to step in on him. But then at the same time of that pride, the ego of Balak, you know, to know that, hey, I'm a king, I got money, I got gifts, man. Let me go and see. I need the counsel of a prophet. And so what Balak basically did was he sent out two messages to go to Balaam. Long story short, these messages, they get there, they holler at Balaam, and basically they offer up the gift, and they let them know that basically it's almost like, hey, it's a decree for you to come back to Moab and sit with the king of Moab, Balaam. He want to talk to you. So Balaam, being a man of God, knew that, okay, I need to consult God about this. In his consultation of seeking God to figure out what he needed to do, of figuring out what he needed to do, God basically told him, nah, I forbid you. Send them back, send their gift back. So of course, that next morning when he rose up, the messages they got up, he told them, hey, God forbid me to come with you. I gotta send you back. So these messages, they go back. Balak, he upset because the thing that he really want to do to the children of Israel is he really want to curse them. See, they were too big of a multitude of people to go to war, so he was understanding of that. He knew he couldn't go to war with them. But hey, if I can get this man of God that I know is a man of God to curse him, oh yeah, I know I got him. I know whatever they try to do, I know I'm gonna come out victorious. I know I'm gonna come out on top. So basically, he and they up he throw the bag in there now. He go, hey, that's how it be. He throw the bag at Balaam now. So he sent him back with way more money, knowing that, hey, this gonna get him. And true enough, when they arrived this second time, Balaam, he was like, hey, I gotta go and I gotta consult God. I gotta consult Jehovah. So now, the thing about Jehovah in the Old Testament, though we serve a God that is strict and rude, the thing that was so gracious about him in the Old Testament is that despite him ruling with an iron fist, despite him really ruling and being God and being the Almighty, he sometimes would turn a blind eye to some things only because he knew what was in the heart of man. And so, knowing that Balaam really wanted these treasures, wanted this money, God still denied it. But he told him, he said, okay, in so many words, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, you still need to consult me about anything else that go forward. So with that understanding, Balaam rose up that morning, saddled up everything, but he saddled up a donkey. Alright, so check this now. God got a sense, Jehovah really got a sense of humor with the way that he do things and the way that things go, because in our mind, when we go looking to chase after things, he allow us to put ourselves in situations, because like I said, we have a right to choose what we want to do. So he'll allow us to put ourselves in some jackass situations, really, where we'll make fools of ourselves. And so, excuse me, but basically, as they saddled up everything and they got ready to head out, in pursuit and on path, an angel of the Lord jumped in the way of the donkey. So the donkey turned pale. So Balaam, he's like, man, what you doing? Where you going? You know, so he, you know, hey, you gotta snap that thing, you know what I'm saying, get it back in line. So, once the donkey straightened up, the angel of the Lord appeared in front of the donkey again. So the donkey, he turns off again. So now Balaam, he getting kind of frustrated, because the donkey started detouring. What you doing? We supposed to be going this way. This the route. So on the third one, and then look at the significance. 3. So on the third one, this time when the donkey turned, the angel of the Lord appeared. It basically went nowhere else for the donkey to go. So the donkey, in his attempt to escape the path of this angelic being, of this glorious being, he jammed, like in his pursuit to turn around, he jammed Balaam's foot up against a wall. Like he crushed his ankle up against a wall. Oh, this infuriated Balaam. Oh, he told the donkey up. Beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like, beat him so much. The donkey turned around and opened his mouth and started talking to him. Like, man, hey, for everything that I do and have done for you, why you wish to take your aggression out on me? Can't you see this angelic being in front of like these are the reasons I've been turning pale. I've been rerouting. I'm looking at something I ain't never seen before. And I've been nothing but loyal to you. But you pulling the reins and you whooping on me. For what? Man, this thing get deep, man. It get deep. So when this donkey talking to him, Balaam looking in surprise, like it was almost like y'all ever like Shrek. Y'all that got kids, Shrek and the donkey. So basically Balaam, God, Jehovah opened his eyes to allow him to be able to see the presence of his donkey. I mean the presence of his angel. And when he saw it, he fell down. Because he couldn't see it at first. And it just talks about, like, this is just a foreshadowing of, like, us in the presence of God. Though Balaam was a man of God, though he could prophesy, he could see in the spirit. When we in the presence of Jehovah, it's so holy, it's so beautiful, and it's so powerful that we really can't, the imperfections that we hold won't allow us, the impurities within us of our flesh won't allow us to look upon and behold. And so, and even to think about Balaam being somewhat like the boss of this donkey. People who have high-ranking positions and they have workers. You gotta be careful how you treat the people that work up under you. Because sometimes you have people that are so loyal that'll go the extra mile for you, that bust their butt to go hard and work hard for you. And you oppress them, and you make things hard on them. And God, in Ephesians, God tells us Paul tells us that we're to obey our masters. But at the same token, our masters are to treat us fairly and make sure that we get equal wages. And so, as the story goes on, and also I wanted to point out, also, if we look at it, this was a foreshadowing too of Balaam's disobedience to God. God had already forbidden him to go. But knowing that he was in search of and he really wanted these treasures, he found a way. And we in our own lives, when it can be times that we're told to pray about everything. Pray about everything. And it be times sometimes we do stuff and don't even consider praying. Don't even consider seeking the counsel of Jehovah, of Yeshua, to see what we need to do. We'll just go off our own, the circumstances that's going on around us, the pressures of life. Oh, I got bills due. I gotta do this for my kids. We will allow outside circumstances to apply so much pressure to us that when the enemy dress it up and make it look real to you. I'm talking about dress it up and make it look good. And it be like, it comes at, it don't be funny how the enemy, he bless you when you it's like it always, when we find ourselves in a tight, in a rock, in between a rock and a hard place, and he come and he present you something, and don't turn it down. Oh, he come back with, he double it up for you to really make you feel like, oh yeah, God gotta want me to take this. This gotta be God wanting me to go after this. And the whole time, you don't realize the affliction, the pain, the hurt, the sorrow, the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Those that go after it, you bring a lot of sorrow to yourself, put yourself through a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of turmoil. And so, Balaam first, he had three times that donkey turned around. But on that third time, he was afflicted with something. He had gotten this thorn in his side. Ankle crushed the foot, and crushed the ankle. So, alright, we go on. They travel and they make it to Moab. And Balak, he come out and he meet him. He want to know, man, why I had to, you know who I am? You look at what you made, like, you really made me do all of this to get you here? It be that pride, that ego. And we see this go on with people. You know, see, we as children of God, we operate on God's time, not on the time of the man. See, every man seems righteous in his own eyes. And every man make plans in his heart. But Jehovah gonna direct the steps. Cause see, when we make plans, we can be making plans that'll send us straight to our own destruction. Send us straight to our own doom. That's why he say, humble yourself, and he'll lift us up in due time. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord. And in due time, he'll lift you up in the sight of man. Don't fret, don't get weary when it feel like it ain't happening fast enough. When it feel like everybody else getting ahead. When it feel like everybody else getting their blessing. God, when I'm gonna get mine? You gotta be able to stand and cheer, clap, encourage, motivate. But at the same time, I'm still praying. I'm still putting my face in my word. I'm still giving up myself to those that are less fortunate. I'm still, willing to pray for my enemies. We gotta still be willing to do and allow the fruits of the Spirit to be continue. We gotta continue letting them be right. Continue letting them get right. Continue to let them get right. Because when they get right, whatever it was you were praying for, that God had been waiting to give you all along, he was just waiting for you to become that vessel that he could use. Oh man. So, to further the story, Balak basically, he tell Balaam what he want him to do. So he took him up on the mountain. He wanted Balaam to see what he was looking at when he looked at the children of Israel. how great they were. And see, even though we're talking about a nation of people, we ourselves are nations. We have generations on the inside of us. Sometimes the enemy, when he see what's on the inside, see, it's all about what's on the inside of you. It ain't what's on the outside. Every time that we see that the enemy was on attack for something, he wanted to see. He wanted what was on the inside. He wanted the generations that were to come, the greatness, the legacy. That's what he wanted. So men, we gotta wake up. We being called to lead. The enemy want us distracted. He want us out here taking each other out. He want us out here, you know what I'm saying, putting ourselves in situations to be separated from our families, from our kids. Because when he do that to us, he won. He got us. Now we got to go and build nations elsewhere. When we got to put that fight in. We fighting for our generation. We fighting for that. We fighting for the future. That our future generations would know Jehovah as we know him. Would know what Yeshua came and did. The blood that he shed. How he laid his life down. Was buried in a borrowed tomb. And rose with all power. All power. So that we'll have the grace and mercy and power of the Holy Spirit on the inside of us to heal, to prophesy, speak in tongues, to see in the Spirit, to be able to heal and cast out demons, to bind up, to loose, tear down. Yeah. We got that power in us. And so all this was a foreshadowing. So back to the story. Basically, as Balak showed him the children of Israel, as he showed them the children of Israel, as he showed them the children of Israel, he told them what he wanted to do. I want you to curse them for me. Curse them. That way, if you curse them, I know they won't prevail against me. I'll overcome them. So, Balaam, being a man of God, he told him, hey, I gotta go consult God about this. So Balak, okay, whatever you got to do, off to it. What you need me to do? He told him, build me here 7 altars that he could offer up sacrifice to the Lord, to Jehovah. Prepared the 7 altars. Balaam went and he consulted God. He consulted Jehovah. Jehovah told him, these are my people. Bless them. Bless them. Don't curse them. So long story short, because I see my time going. When Balaam went and presented himself back before Balak, he told him, God told me to bless you. So Balak showed persistence in getting these people cursed. So he took them to a different place. He did the same thing again. Cursed them. Balaam told him, put me 7 altars in this space. And I'm going to consult God. serve the God. God told him, bless my people. Went back to Balak. The next day, told him. God said, I can't take nothing, no more than what God tell me to say. I can't do no more than what God want me to do. And that's how it is in our life. We should be so intimate with God to the point that, man, if God don't tell me to go, I ain't going. If God don't tell me to speak, I ain't speaking. If God don't tell me to curse, I ain't cursing. If He don't tell me to bless, I'm not blessing. If He don't tell me to tear it down, I ain't tearing it down. If He don't tell me to build it up, I'm not building it up. We should be so intimate with Jehovah that whatever He tell us to do, however He unction us to move, we should be willing to move. We should be willing to do and not do. So the third time, He took them up on a mountain higher, foreshadow. When Christ was on His fast in the wilderness, 40 days. The exertion that He had put Himself through, giving Himself that intimate time with Jehovah. What Satan did. Satan came and tempted Him 3 times, but that third time, what did he do? He took Him up high to show Him all the kingdoms of the world. What Balak was doing to Balaam. Started off with a small gift. Went on to another big gift. Then He gave him something so big that he knew he couldn't say no. And Balaam, what Balaam did that Christ didn't do, Balaam accepted them gifts and went. Christ rebuked Satan. He rebuked him as He tried to show him and tell him, I'll give you these, I'll give you the kingdom, I'll make you rule over all these kingdoms. Try to dress it up and make it real for a real. See, Yeshua knew who He was. He knew the relationship we had. See, that's what we got. That's what that intimate time with Him would do. And see, I recently had a situation where I was presented an opportunity to do something and conflicted because of outside situations and circumstances. Different individuals in my ear, you know what I'm saying we gotta do this, I'm like, God had already, Jehovah was already telling me, nah, this ain't it. Don't do it. But looking at the situation, I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to do this, and I can take care of this and pay that. Still be able to put this up. Not knowing that as soon as I got in it, I ain't had no peace. Different situations started rising in my marriage. So much started unraveling. And though I would be on the road and I would talk and I would pray, I stopped having dreams. I stopped. Jehovah had basically, him and Yeshua, they were like, man, oh, we ain't talking to you no more, bro. You in test mode. We ain't got no more answers to give. We ain't got no more answers to give. We're gonna let you run your course in this. And when you come to yourself, we gonna know. We gonna know. grateful for the relationship, because when we mess up, they be right there with wide open arms. And I had to repent for my disobedience, because the situation I was in prior to that, I had an individual that trusted me so much that they took a chance on me and basically laid out everything, how it was going to be around certain times of the year. And me having this knowledge of knowing that when, okay, we stepping into this season, so things going to slow up a little bit. I knew it. But I allowed the outside influence, I allowed the outside circumstance to dictate and determine and push me to chase after something that I didn't need to go after. Did it provide temporary relief? It did. It did. But in the long run, like I said, my peace and stuff was disturbed. Problems in the marriage. You know, and to go back into this story, God would not allow Balaam to curse the children of Israel because they were a blessed people. They were a blessed nation. Despite all of the ungrateful attitudes and the murmuring, complaining, you gotta look at it. Look at the goodness that God continued to show them. Every time they complained, He whooped them, but He brought them back. He gave them something else. Traveling through the wilderness, it was hot. He gave them clouds by day. Gave them a cloud to keep the sun off them from scorching. Gave them water from a rock. Manna from heaven. Y'all ain't got no way of surviving. And that's how we are. We really don't know what is good for us unless we are willing to lay ourselves at. Paul himself said it best. Though something, like in so many words, though something is good, it don't mean it's good for me. Everything that God created is good because He created it. But see, the evil that is within in this earth, in this realm, the way that society is going, the way that we're blinded by the matrix and what goes on. Inventions and things and technology, all of this stuff, these are great creations. Because they came by way of human beings. They came by way of what God created. God gave the thoughts and the ideas to put these things into play. But when we allow evil to creep in and show us how to manipulate it and use it for the wrong reason, just because it's good, don't mean that it's good for me. Just because this job say I can make this amount of money, don't mean I'm meant to go and be there. Because it's some type of evil that God may not want me to be exposed to. Some type of demonic force that I might not need to come in contact with to be attached to. a do it right now attitude about nothing in life but by prayer and supplication. What I said, when we right on the inside, when we right in this temple, well, Yeshua come and he sup with us. Hey, they'll come and sit down with you, talk with you. Be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. See, we should already have that thankful heart for everything that we now already been blessed with. We blessed with more than what we need already. But when we know that we going and we in seek of more, see, that's where that supplication got to come in. That supplication is the examination of the heart, the motive. What's your motive? Why you want this? Why you going after this? Is it to please? Is it to please Yeshua? Is it to please him? Is it to bring glory to him? Or is it to bring some validation to us? Because we want status. You see what I'm saying? Because we want power. We want respect. See, God examines the heart. And the latter part of that scripture, it said, with thanksgiving, be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication with but be anxious for nothing, but by prayer, be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, make your request known unto him. And the peace. See, you'll get a peace when something is meant. When you get that okay, when you get that affirmation from Jehovah, it's a subtle peace, an unexplainable peace that just rests over you. Your mind ain't bouncing around wondering. Your heart ain't fluttered. Your stomach, you ain't got that nauseated feeling. It's a peace that'll resonate over you, to let you know I approve, to let you know you got the approval to do it. You got the approval of him. And so, you know, we gotta be willing to pray about everything. Pray about everything. Man, I'm talking about not just when we looking for big things, we looking for our business to be open, we looking for a pocket full of money, we looking for bills to be paid. We should be doing that with everything. When you wake up in the morning, you get ready to walk out your house, you should be praying for protection, praying that your steps are guided by him. You get in your vehicle, praying for safe travel. Not only just over you, but over other drivers on the highway. That he would send his angels to encamp you. For what you're eating, you're going grocery shopping. When you get your paycheck, I need to spend my money. Who can I bless? Who can I do something for with the extras? You know what I'm saying? We should be praying about everything. Everything we should be praying about. And I mean, I really was blessed by this devotion, by this word, man. Because I mean, we do this to ourselves so much. And And I'm not saying everybody does this, because there are people who know to pray about everything and who really do seek him for everything and ain't gonna make a move. And that's I'm at a season in my life where I went through that so much that he brought me to that point, that place of understanding. If I don't give you the okay, don't you do it. If I don't tell you to say that, don't you open your mouth. If I don't tell you to tear down, don't you do it. If I don't say this money for you, don't you go out there. Because just like Balaam, it's something I'm trying to protect you from. Think about situations when you in a rush for something. You rush. Something go wrong, you get caught at just about every light. Or you get held up in a gas station. Or somebody hold you. It's like something prevents you from getting there in the time frame that you were supposed to have gotten there. And in your mind, you frustrated, you getting anxiety because you like, I'm late, or I ain't gonna make it, or this ain't gonna work out. Not knowing that the reason you was held up is God prevented you from an accident. Or he prevented you from something that could have brought harm to you or harm to those around you.